Everybody, happy Monday. Let me put my title in here. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. Guys, I can't believe it. Hey there, Brandon guy. It's already December, and this is gonna be the last show of 2022, guys. So come hang out, listen to some stories. Let's have a good time. All right, we're getting started at 8:05, so you can grab something to drink, grab a snack, grab something to record some notes. If you know why we're here, you know, just lay back and relax. If you don't know why you're here, please feel free to please feel free to um, just hold on a few minutes and I will. Hey, Kels Butter. I will explain what's going on here. Hey, Leak Stoke, in just a moment. All right. Hey, Miss Whitney. Oh, everybody's popping in tonight. Hey, guys. I mean, it's just going to be a few Mondays that Brandon got. You got Christmas, you got New Year's. I'm sure you have, plenty of family to spend time with. You're not going to miss little old me. All right. Hey guys. All right. So we are live on what's this thing? On Clubhouse. Everybody who is in the audience, please don't spam the comments. If you are spamming the comments, I'm going to block you. Okay? Hey Miss Whitney, guys, if you're in the DMV area and you're looking for, it's giving season, it's volunteer season, and you're looking for an organization to help out either. No, I'm not missing a finger. Um, I had a mishap washing some dishes. Um, yes. And if you're looking for somewhere to, either donate your time or your finances, check out K. Rousseau Foundation. Miss Whitney is one of the founders, and they are an amazing organization helping out the youth in this area. All right. Hey, April May. Okay. We are getting started in just 2 minutes, so hope you guys are ready tonight. We have stories about that new Lensa app. All y'all out here making yourselves into weird thingies. I got some news for you about the Lensa app. Luka Doncic and his mom have settled their beef. What else? Roddy Ricch is getting sued for copyright infringement. Those of you who are Roddy Ricch fans. What else? My WWE fans. Sasha Banks. She's crossing over. She's following in the footsteps of Dwayne Johnson and that Batista guy. I forget his name. Bambi's making a comeback and not in the way that you thought. What else? Disney is getting sued for stealing a character. Nike has yet another brand trying to use their designs. And everybody's been talking about Deion Sanders, the last week or so. I've got a story about Deion Sanders' son. So just, what is it? Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. And, hang out with me tonight as we do our last show of 2022. Okay? I hope you guys are doing well. If you're doing well, give me a thumbs up in the comments. If you're doing so-so, give me, I don't know, give me a fist up. And if you're doing bad, just give me a thumbs down. All right? Okay, it's 8:05. Time to get started. All right? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish and the last episode of NPL Legal Dish for 2022. I am Natalie Pierre Lewis, the host of the show and the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business formation, steps together. Things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation, getting your EIN numbers, your DUNS numbers, and your SAMI numbers, making sure you have appropriate contracts. Hey, Magni Leadership! Making sure you have appropriate contracts for clients and partners, protecting your brands through trademarks, copyrights, and patents, and hiring and training strategies so that you don't get sued for discrimination, okay? I help you do all this and more. If you are wondering why I am qualified to help you do these things, I'm very happy that you asked. I am a licensed attorney. I have been one for 16 years and counting. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I am very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it. So that's why I'm here. So if you are in the startup phase of your business and you're looking for some legal guidance from a seasoned professional, hit up your girl, okay? If you want to get in contact with me, you'll go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. There you're going to be able to book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. If you're not a first-time client, I also have a Talk to Me Tuesday where you can get 30 minutes for $35. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can download my free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less, okay? Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can access my digital products, meaning my ebooks and video trainings, where you can subscribe to my other social media platforms, and just generally stay informed about what's going on with me, okay? So that's the business side. Let's get to why we are here and why you guys are listening to me, all right? So this is how the show works. So I take stories from the news, stories from blog sites, stories that you guys send to me. And anywhere that I find inspiration and a story that has a business lesson that we can learn, and I bring it here. I take it, we talk about the facts, and we pull that lesson out. Okay, so this is a time for you to get involved in the conversation, ask your questions, and give your comments as long as they are respectful, because my very Haitian, very Christian mother watches this show, and I'm not going to explain to her if y'all out here cussing, okay? I'm just going to give her your information and you can explain to her. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but we do want to have an environment of respecting each other, all right? As well, let me see. What else? What else did I want to tell you? Yeah, I think, yeah. So yeah, get involved in the conversation. I will answer if you have questions, put them in the box. I will answer them to the best of my ability. And yeah, I think that is it. So I think we are ready to get started. And yeah, I think I've covered everything. So if you guys are ready to go with me, give me a star in the comments. Give me some stars. Give me some stars. Give me some stars, hey. I'm being silly, y'all. Don't mind me. Okay? All right. So, the first story that we have, first, I want to ask you guys, has anybody been following the World Cup? If you have been following the World Cup, whether you've watched 10 minutes of one game or, every game that's been played, give me a soccer ball emoji. If you have been following the World Cup, hold on, guys, at all, give me a soccer ball emoji. Okay? All right, thank you for the star, that Brandon guy. Magni Leadership, you've not been following the what is it? World Cup. Me neither. Brandon guy said I like it but haven't watched any this year. Yeah, I haven't watched any really either. I don't know why I felt like the last time I watched the World Cup it took place in the summer. So, me and my friends would get together and watch it and it's like cold. I feel like soccer is something you have to watch as a group. At least for me to enjoy it. All right. Okay. Whether us here watched it or not, soccer is a worldwide phenomenon and a lot of people, are interested in following it, right? And everybody wants to be able to watch it. Now, not everybody may not have the same access to the same outlets to watch the games, right? So, of course, like any other thing, um, people found a way to pirate or have been finding ways to pirate and stream FIFA World Cup games. So much so that the Maryland U.S. attorney, now this is just for the state of Maryland, okay? We don't know what's happening in the other states. The Maryland U.S. attorney has confiscated 55 domains that illegally streamed the FIFA World Cup that have been illegally streaming the games. Okay, why do you think it is so important for the government to crack down on these illegal streams? Why do you think they are so invested in that? Because when I found this story, it was listed under cybercrime. Okay, so this is serious stuff. Why do you think it is important for the government to try and nip these pirate broadcasts in the bud? Let me put these glasses on. I can't see nothing. Revenue. That Brandon guy said revenue. Absolutely, right? Like I said, the World Cup, it's a worldwide phenomenon. People are watching everywhere. So of course there's gonna be advertisers, right? And if you're going to be advertising, yeah, exactly, ad revenue. You want, because the World Cup brings in so much money, those broadcasts, those outlets that have paid that advertising money, they don't want another broadcast basically taking money out their pocket, right? With having people watch that stream instead of theirs. So it's like, if you're watching it on a pirated stream, you're not going to be watching it on the official broadcast where they're going to be playing those commercials for you to watch and possibly be influenced, okay? Um, Absolutely, Kels Butter. It is even bigger than football season because soccer is played all over the world. It is a worldwide game. So think about the money that people spend for to broadcast during the Super Bowl, and then think about how many countries in the world are like crazy about soccer. So it is a big money maker. Okay. So therefore, they're doing their best to calm down any illegal broadcast. Is the World Cup over? I don't know. I haven't been following it, so I don't know. Somebody let me know who won. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. Good luck to whoever's left in the World Cup. I don't know who's playing. I don't know who's in the finalists, but good luck. Okay. Next story we are talking about. How many of y'all have heard of this Lensa app? If you have heard of the Lensa app, give me an L in the comments, okay? I've seen some of you out here even, showing your Lensa generated images. For those of you who may not know, Lensa is an app that uses artificial intelligence to make self-portraits in different art styles, right? And the basis is that they're saying that this software, this artificial intelligence learns as it goes, and and creates original pieces of art. Okay? That Brandon guy, yes, that Magni leadership, it is that cartoon image thing. Okay? That Brandon guy knows what I'm talking about. Kels Butter, you haven't used it. Yeah, me neither. I've the Brandon guy's in the game. Um, yeah, so now I have seen the images. They're very pretty, but you guys know first of all, I don't like using new social media. I don't like new apps, and I have never been one who particularly cares for apps that focus on editing pictures. I'm not a big picture editor. I'm just like, take the picture and go. I get on my friends' nerves because we'll go out and my friends, they want to take like 15 and 20 pictures and have a whole photo shoot, and I'm just like, let's just snap and go. Snap and go. Right? But Lenza, it's for those who love taking pictures and editing their pictures. It is a lot of fun because you can see your face in different styles, in different colors. It'll make you into aliens and things like that. So it's very visually interesting, right? And I understand why people might be hype about it. But um okay, that Brandon guy says the AI is using facial recognition to train the data models. You are speaking Greek to me, sir. All right. Um, Kels Butter said, can't you do that on your iPhone as well? Not like on Lenza. The iPhone, there's certain things that you can do, but Lenza, it takes it to like it'll make you look. It'll do a self portrait in different art styles. I don't know if there are any other apps that do it like that. That Brandon guy can probably explain it better than I can. Anyway, but moving forward. So for those of you who may have, who may be interested in the Lensa app, or if you have already, downloaded the app, we all know that whenever we download an app or use a piece of software, we always have to agree to terms of service, right? And 99.9% of the time, we don't read those terms of service, right? Now, when you sign up for the Lensa app, what some of you may not know is that one of the things that you agree to when you download the Lensa app is you agree to let them use your image or any images they create however they see fit. Exactly that, Brandon guy. You're giving your likeness away. So, you can have those cute pictures that they make of you, and you look like a space alien or whatever. They can take that image and they can sell it to someone, and that person can use it to advertise their product. You have no say in how that image or what that image is being used to promote, okay? So if you are currently using the Lensa app, right? And let's say, there's a photo of you that looks really good and you're like, oh my God, this is a piece of art. And a year later, you see that picture, promoting a product that you may not agree with. You can't do anything because that picture doesn't belong to you. You signed away your rights when you agreed to the terms of service for the Lensa app, okay? So that is reason one why I would not encourage you to use that app, all right? The second reason is because a lot of artists are saying that the Lensa app is actually stealing from them. They're saying that the Lensa app is adopting styles that are very unique, that have been developed over time, and people are paying to use the Lensa app rather than seeking out these artists to get this, one of a kind work. Now, of course, the creators of the app, they're like, no, we're not stealing anyone's style. It's learning, blah 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 blah. But you've got to learn from somewhere. There's got to be a base, and there is a growing number of artists who have very unique styles who are saying that the Lensa app is is using their style of art and literally taking money out of their hands. So I'm not saying don't use the Lensa app. I'm just saying think about, think about one, what you're allowing them to do before you use it, and two, who might be affected if you use it. Okay, would you rather pay a big corporation like or whoever's behind Lenza, or actually support an artist in doing their art? That Brandon guy says they asked me for 20 pics and only give you 10 photos. What? Lenza? Kels Butter said everybody's just stealing from everybody. What a shame. That Brandon guy, what do you mean? Who's asking for 20 pictures? Ooh, excuse me. Hold on, let me look at the. Yeah. Delmisha said, hey, Delmisha said, I feel like, yeah, don't use it. I'm black and white. It's a no-go. Yeah, girl. Listen, between my phone and Google, my information is already out all over the place. I don't need to give anybody any more information about me than is already out there. Okay, like I don't know. What if I want to commit a crime? And I'm wearing a disguise, and then you know what I look like because my. I'm just kidding. I don't want to commit no crime, but still, it's like you're just get. I don't want to give away more information than I have to, okay? That Brandon guy says they ask for 20 different pics to use to make the artwork, but don't use all of them. Okay, so they don't use all of them, and then you've uploaded the 20 pics, and they can take any of those 20 pics and then use them or alter them and use them to sell to someone else. That is so sneaky. Wow. That is crazy. Thank you for letting me know. And so I will definitely not be downloading the Lensa app, okay, onto my phone. All right. Next story we are looking at. This is just an update for those of you who are basketball fans. A while ago, we talked about Luka Doncic, right? He is a basketball player. He's hey on cash check. He's a basketball player, and he's coming up in the ranks, right? And like any other basketball player these days, he's trying to support his brand or secure his brand with his name. And he filed a trademark for his name not too long ago, but it was rejected because when he first started, with basketball, his mom helped him file a trademark, and his mom still had that trademark. It was still active, right? So he was like, "Hey, ma, hey, New Haitian." So he was like, "Hey, ma, can you let this go so I can, file my trademark because I'm rebranding." And mom was like, "No." So Luca and his mom were, having a little legal tussle back and forth, but apparently they have settled. They have settled their beef, and mom is going to let go of her trademark. Now they don't tell us how they settled. I'm thinking that Luca must have cut mom a big check, because I don't understand what other reason she would have to refuse to let her son, have his own trademark. So I feel like Luca must have broke mom off some money. Delmisha said that's wild. It is wild. But was it there's something they're like anyway, money makes people act weird. So like I just started watching this show on Prime. You guys have probably seen the ads or whatever, but for Riches on Prime Video, and the premise is like this father leaves his business to these two other kids, and I don't know, but money makes people do weird things. Okay, so Luca and his mom, they're cool now. All right. Before we move on, I want to remind you guys that you are watching and listening to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday broadcast where I teach legal and business concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you are looking for some legal guidance because there's a lot of puzzle pieces to put together, I want to help you put that puzzle together and make it, one big, beautiful tapestry. Go to linktr.ee/NPL consulting firm and book yourself a free 15-minute consultation today. Okay. Delmisha said, I binge watched that in one night. That mom wife was nuts. Oh, I think I'm on like episode 2 right now, Delmisha. Okay. All right. Moving on. So there is so do we have any Roddy Ricch fans in here? Roddy Ricch. Um, he had a really popular song called "The Box." It was like I don't know the words. I just know how the cadence goes. But if we have any Roddy Ricch fans in here, let me know in the comments. Right? In 2019, Roddy Ricch released a song called "The Box." The song had 866 million streams. It had 3 Grammy nominations, and it was the top song of 2020. Okay. So pretty popular. That was like Roddy Ricch's uh big come up moment, right? Now, uh he does. He's got a few songs. I can't name them, but I know he got them. All right. So Roddy Ricch has the box. He's on tour. He's making money. Great, great, great. Right. Here's the thing. Roddy Ricch's song uses a sample from Greg Perry's 1975 hit, "Come On Down." Uh, and apparently the song has a very distinctive violin opening, right? Um, and Roddy Ricch uses this violin opening, but never cleared it with Greg Perry. Now, to keep in mind, this is not an obscure song. This song, "Come On Down," it was sampled in 2008 for Young Jeezy's Wordplay. And as a matter of fact, Greg Perry receives 60% of the residuals from that song. And it was also sampled in 2016 for Yo Gotti's "I Remember." So this is this is a pretty popular sample for people to use. So Roddy Ricch used this sample for his song "The Box" and apparently didn't clear it with Greg Perry, and Greg Perry wants his money. Okay? So understand that, and you need to clear everything when you are in the music business. There are so many different parts that you have to think about. You have to think about samples, you have to think about original composition, you have to think about vocals, you have to think about a particular recording. Like, every part of the song matters, and you need to clear everything. That's why it's best to be original, so you don't have to worry about getting all this licensing, right? And then you're not paying out royalties this way and that way, and everybody's making money off your music but you. Okay? Um anyway, so Roddy Ricch and Greg Perry are going to be going at it in a court of law. We'll see what happens. I think there might be a settlement before it even gets that far, because Roddy Ricch is not going to take. I mean, you can't take back the popularity, right? And it's going to be pretty easy to prove whether it's the song or not. So you just got to be careful. All right. Okay. Next story that we are talking about. Do we have any WWE fans on here? Any WWE fans? If you are, just give me just put WWE in the comments. Okay? If you're a WWE W.E. Firm. Um, um, if you've watched, if you settlement, yeah, if you've watched WWE lately, that Brandon guy said from back in the day. If you've watched lately, there are tons of new, wrestlers and characters and things like that. Um, in the WWE, right? And one of them is Sasha Banks. If you have heard of Sasha Banks, give me some dollar signs in the comments if you've heard of Sasha Banks, okay? She is one of the more popular female wrestlers in the WWE, and she's been getting a lot of press lately. And recently, she has followed in the footsteps of Dwayne the Rock Johnson, John Cena, and Dave Batista. Yeah. And she's crossed over into movies. She has just finished filming her first movie. Okay? Now, hey Raymond Kim. That Brandon guy said that's a good story too when they got sued by World Wildlife Fund. Yeah, we talked about that on here. Um, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Sasha Banks just finished filming her first movie, right? Now, thank you, Kels Butter. Hey, Mahogany Joy. Now, Sasha Banks is not her legal name. Sasha Banks is her stage name, right? If you didn't know, Sasha Banks' real name is Mercedes Varnado. Okay? And uh, we're gonna continue to call her Sasha Banks just because that's the name everybody knows her by right now. But Sasha Banks recently filed a trademark for her legal name, Mercedes Varnado. Why do you think Sasha Banks filed a trademark for her legal name rather than her stage name? Not anymore, Magni Leadership? Okay. Why do you think Sasha Banks filed a trademark for her legal name, Mercedes Varnado, rather than her stage name, Sasha Banks? Why do you think Mercedes Varnado got trademarked? Don't mind me, guys. I'm just being silly. Why do you think Sasha Banks, one of the WWE divas, her star is rising? Why do you think she trademarked her legal name rather than her stage name? That Brandon guy said because she didn't want to lose rights to her real name. Yep, that's a very good reason. She did not want to lose the rights to her own name and give anybody a chance to trademark it in case WWE tries some funny business. Kels Butter said because she can use her stage name anytime. Actually, she can't, Kels Butter. When I was looking it up, the story said that she was trademarking her legal name, and I was like, well, that's weird because everybody knows her as Sasha Banks, right? Like, if you think about it, The Rock, these days, I don't even think Dwayne Johnson uses The Rock, when he's in movies anymore, but when he first started out, he was using the name The Rock, and the WWE gets a portion of any work that he does where he is credited as The Rock because the WWE owns that name for him as an entertainer. Same thing goes for Sasha Banks. The WWE owns the name Sasha Banks. So the woman who embodies, the character Sasha Banks, she cannot use that name. She can use her name. Now, if she uses her stage name, it doesn't stop her from doing other products, but doing other projects, but she will have to cut WWE a check every time she uses that stage name. That Brandon guy said, like John Cena, absolutely. And Dave Batista as well. Whenever these wrestlers are credited as their wrestling character names, WWE automatically gets a portion of whatever they're getting for that project, okay? Because WWE owns that name, all right? That's why owning your intellectual property is very important, all right? Okay. Quick question. So I asked hold on. Kels Butter said, oh, okay, so what if they trademark both names? Can they do that? The WWE would really have to show why would it be important for them to trademark her legal name. They don't use her legal name. They only use her stage name, right? Nobody's going to see Mercedes Varnado. They're going to see Sasha Banks. So there could probably be a lot of pushback for that if the WWE tried to do that. But there's no money in it for them to trademark, these people's everyday names, because that's not who the audience is coming to see, right? Because the trademark is all about the money. Now, I'm sure had the WWE knew how big Dwayne Johnson was going to get, they would have probably tried to trademark his legal name. But, who knows? All right. Okay. All right. Moving on. My Disney aficionados. If you are familiar with the Bambi story, give me a deer or some type of, I don't know, antlered animal in the comments. If you are familiar with the Bambi story, give me some type of antlered animal in the comments, okay? For those, if you aren't familiar with the story of Bambi, it was originally released by Disney in like 1942, and it was about a baby deer whose mother was killed by a hunter, and he's just trying to find his way to freedom, right? That Brandon guy said deer taste. Hey, Femphilia. Okay. You guys are funny. All right. Now, one can argue that it was a traumatic movie because, Bambi watched his mother get, offed right in front of his eyes, right? Um, and there's often, been people who are like, Bambi should Bambi, they should make a Bambi so that Bambi can go after the hunter. Well, their prayers have been answered, right? Just like a while ago we talked about how that Winnie the Pooh horror movie was coming out, Blood and Honey, because the copyrights for Winnie the Pooh have run out. The same thing as has happened to Bambi. So now the Bambi story is in the public domain, so people can use it for to create whatever they want. So someone has created a Bambi horror movie, Bambi 2 The Reckoning, where Bambi is going to go after the hunter that killed his mom. That Brandon guy said Bambi the hunter killer. Okay. Is anybody interested in seeing Bambi getting revenge for his mama? If you are, give me give me a lightning emoji. If you are here for Bambi getting his just dues and fulfilling his vendetta against the hunter, that Brandon guy's giving me praise hands. Okay. All right. So you're here for it. But see, and this is what happens when things come into the public domain. People can take them and do all types of weird things. Kelsbutter said, no, thank you. How many years ago was it in 1942? Yes, the original Bambi was released in 1942. I'm sure that they're going to update the story. But like I was saying, this is what happens when things come into the public domain. Anybody can use them, right? Nobody could do anything with Winnie the Pooh or Bambi before this because the copyrights, Disney had them locked down tight. But the copyrights run out at some point, right? So that's what happened. What has happened to Bambi? So there is a Bambi horror movie coming to a theater near you. Okay. All right, that Brandon guy said Thumper has to be an assassin. Delmisha said, "Nah, I'm cool off the idea of killing a human who was simply hunting, assuming that's the storyline." Who knows, Delmisha? You know, they can put all types of razzle dazzle on it. Um, listen, I can see a bunny assassin. You know, got the little like the Rambo thingy across the chest, bandana. Yes, okay. Um, all right. Next story. Before we take a little break. So how many of y'all have been invested in the Deion Sanders story of last week? I don't know why everybody was so up in arms because Deion Sanders took a job at another school. Isn't that what people do all the time? Um, but was anybody paying attention to that last week or the week? I don't know. Y'all doing your sports things. Um, so Deion Sanders, he left Jackson State. He's going to some school in Colorado. Um, Anybody heard about that? If you have, just give me a football emoji, right? Now, a lot of people have had a lot to say about it and why he's leaving and all this stuff. Kels Butter said I was for a minute but lost interest. Yeah, I was just like when I heard he went to another school, I was like, oh, good for him. He must have got a bigger bag. Which hey, get your money. But anyway, hold on. Delmisha said, I know, right? Let that man live in his own decisions. He did right by our HBCUs, and he's about to make exponentially more. How many wouldn't? Right. So Dion, he's out there doing his thing. He went to go meet his new team in Colorado, and his son was with him, Dion Sanders Jr., right? And he had a video that he took of his dad greeting the new players. And he, of course, like so many of us do, that Brandon guy said he went from 300K to 5. I would have gone too. 300K to 5 mil. You could have sent me to Antarctica for that money. 300K to 5 million. Y'all are out here switching jobs for $5 extra an hour, okay? Y'all cannot begrudge Deion Sanders nothing. All right. Anyway, so Deion Sanders' son, he posted a video of his father greeting the team and to social media, right? And it was shared on Fox, it was shared on the Carton Show, a bunch of different outlets posted the video. But then not only did they post it, they copyrighted and they were claiming copyrights to the video, specifically Fox Sports and the Carton Show. So much so that Deion Sanders Jr. went after them in social media and was like, how dare you guys try to claim copyright over my video? He's like, ESPN and a couple of other, outlets, they asked to use my video and I said, okay. Y'all didn't even ask, and then you have the nerve to claim it as your intellectual property. No, no, no. So Deion Sanders Jr., obviously he's learning from his daddy, and he's not letting these outlets out here take his intellectual property, a video that he shot on his property, and trying to claim it. Can you imagine that? Like, that is, why would you think that you were going to get away with taking Deion Sanders' son's, video content and then claiming it as your own? Somebody dropped the ball over there. Maybe somebody meant to reach out to him and they didn't, do it in time. But either way, Deion Sanders Jr. got them together real quick on the Carton Show and Fox Sports about trying to take his intellectual property. Okay. All right. Before we move on to our final two stories of the evening, I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. You're watching NPL Legal Dish. I am Natalie Pierre Lewis. I am a seasoned a business attorney with a passion for helping entrepreneurs achieve their dream. If you're looking to start, that dream business that you've been thinking about in 2023, I want to work with you. Go to linktr.ee/NPL consulting firm and book your one-on-one appointment with me today. Okay. All right. Kels Butter said, like I said, people out here stealing. Right. People are out here stealing. Okay. Moving on to our final two stories. How many of you, if you saw Toy Story 3, just give me a 3 in the comments. If you watched Toy Story 3, give me a 3 in the comments. When did Toy Story, did it come out like 10 years ago? Hi, Monique Buffington. All right. Nobody saw Toy Story 3? I think I saw it, but I don't remember all of it. It's not my favorite, Pixar thing. Mahogany Joy said 3. Okay. So Mahogany Joy, Stephanie. Do you remember a character in Toy Story 3 called Lotso Bear? A pink stuffed bear called Lotso Bear. Do you remember that character in Toy Story 3? And if anybody else saw it or remembers that character, just let me know in the comments. Okay? Yes. Okay. Let me know. Hey. Anyway. Sorry, I got lost for a second. For anybody who watched it, okay. Yes, there's a pink stuffed bear named Lotso Bear. And apparently he was the villain of the story. From what I could read. I don't remember the movie. I just Toy Story isn't my favorite thing. So I rarely rewatch them. All right. So the villain of the story was Lotso Bear. Delmisha said she remembers him. Okay. And of course, as Disney does, they made physical toys of all the characters in the Toy Stories, and they were selling physical versions of Lotso Bear, right? The problem is there is already a company out here, or at least the company says that they're claiming that they already had a version of this bear out, and that Disney, copied it, and they're suing Disney for patent infringement and trademark infringement. Okay, a company called Dice Lisa, Diece. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Dice Lisa. They have a bear called the Lots O'Huggin Bear, right? So Lots O'Huggin Bear, and it's also a pink stuffed bear. And this company, they have a patent on the type of hug the bear gives. I don't know. There's some science stuff that I don't understand. I don't do science. I do words. Okay. But they are suing Disney because they're saying that Disney took their bear idea and they've stolen it, and now they're overshadowing their original idea. Mahogany Joy said he was mean. Okay. Yeah. So now I looked up Lotso Bear. I could find pictures of Lotso Bear. I didn't find any direct photos of the Lotso Huggin Bear, but I did find their website, right? Now, whether or not this they win or lose, this is why it's important to have your intellectual property in order, okay? Because Dice Lisa, because they have their trademarks, because they have their patents, they at the very least have standing, meaning they have the right to go to court and try, and defend this lawsuit that they are filing against Disney. When you own your intellectual property, your trademarks, your copyrights, your patents, if someone tries to use your work without your permission, those intellectual properties, they give you the right to go to court and fight for your stuff. Okay, so good luck to Dice Lisa. If they get this bag from Disney, it's gonna be a nice one because Disney always makes the money, right? um, so good luck to them. And the last story that we are covering tonight are for my sneakerheads. If we have sneakerheads in the house, please give me a sneaker emoji. A sneaker emoji. Sneakers. Hey. I'm not a sneakerhead. I just want my feet to be warm. Warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Okay. Um, but last week we talked about Nike going after Cool Key for his Nike knockoffs. And this week we have another one. Has anybody heard of a entertainer by the name of Lil Nar? Lil Gnar. I'm assuming he's a rapper. But Lil Nar, I guess his chosen symbol is a butterfly. Lil Nar has a company called Narcotics LLC. Um, and he has a sneaker design um, that's basically a Nike design where he just takes the swoosh off and puts a butterfly. And he's been selling these shoes on his website and in his store. And of course, Nike is like, girl, what are you doing? So I posted a picture of the sneakers in my stories. If you haven't seen them, I encourage you to go check my stories either on Instagram or Facebook, and go look at the narcotics sneaker next to the Nike sneaker, and tell me, whether you think there's any originality in this shoe at all. Okay, Mahogany Joy said, "Why everybody want to be Lil? Because they are undernourished. Okay, because they're eating processed food that has very little nutritional content, so they're getting smaller. So they're little. They're just eating hot Cheetos and like I don't know, Arizona iced tea." Yes. So yeah, so not look, I understand a lot of us, you grew up on Nike. You probably have, spent thousands of dollars on Nike products. But just because you have done that does not give you the right to use Nike's intellectual property. All right? You need to come up with your own sneaker designs, friends. Okay? All right. So those were the stories that I wanted to share with you tonight. By 16, they've eaten 10,000 ramen noodles. Yes, they have. Those are the stories I wanted to share with you tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. Like I said, this is the last show of 2020. Take care of yourselves. It's the season for, giving. So, think about those who are less fortunate than you are. And if you can, help make someone's holiday bright, do that. I want to thank you guys so much for being with me throughout the year. You really make this show a good time. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for, your desire to learn. I'm thankful for your participation. It really, really makes me feel good. I cannot wait to work with you guys in 2023. If you guys have any ideas of things that you want me to maybe include in next year's program, let me know. DM them to me as well. Make sure that if you want to book me in 2023, book your one-on-ones now because the prices are going up in the mid-January. Okay, when I come back, yesterday's price is not today's price. Okay. All right. So that is where I'm going to leave you. Have a wonderful holiday season. And I will see you in 2023. Bye, guys. All right. How do I do this? Bye. Bye. Share.